Today we'll be going over Zykan Exterior's Google Ad account. This is their main source of revenue for all of their leads, all of their roofing, siding, and exterior jobs. So they spent in total $8.52 thousand. We'll go over here. Yep, 8.52. And they netted, so that's for the past 30 days. So August 18th, September 18th. And they've netted $1.8 million also in the past 30 days. So I'll tell you exactly how we did that. So let's start off and go through the campaigns. So display campaign, this is more of a brand awareness campaign. They usually, or the potential lead usually sees this and does nothing with it whatsoever. That's why it's at an average of $25 a day. It's one of the smallest ad sets we have other than St. Louis County siding, just because it doesn't seem to be something that the potential clients need this time of year, so we lowered the budget just to not waste money. But anywho, they will see this display ad before they usually see any of these, and that's just to get their logo out there, get a video out there so people know what the company is about. So, Performance Max campaign. This works extremely well. This is something that is edited up every single week, and the way this works is Zykan Exteriors has 2 sales representatives. So every week, I will get with the VP of the company and he will tell me exactly where the sales reps are going, because how the sales reps work is they just cold canvas. They just cold canvas, and they used to, it's not cold anymore, and I'll explain why. It's warm now, so at the beginning of the week when he tells me where they are going to be located, what I will do a few days before is start running this Performance Max campaign in those areas. So say we're targeting my zip code, which is 63386, that's St. Charles County. I believe there is about 100,000 people in here, and at a $26 budget a day, you usually hit most of those people. See, in the past 30 days, we've hit 61,000. So this ad will be shown before the salesperson even gets there. The reason this is good is because it makes someone who would otherwise be completely cold warm. So by the time Caleb, because he's a very good friend of mine, or Mike, he's the other sales rep, gets to the door, I work very closely with Caleb on making sure this campaign is everything he needs, because he's the one on the ground doing this stuff. By the time they get to the door and knock on the door, they already know who Zykan is. They don't have to go through the entire introduction or anything, and it makes the sales guy's job a lot easier, because it's not like they've never heard of Zykan Exteriors before. They have before, and now someone's at their door. Some people think it's magic. It's not. It's just advertising. So they have really good sales guys. This makes it really easy for them. I would say they closed probably 4 out of 10 jobs, and prior to me coming in and running with this company back in 2019, they said it would maybe be 1 out of 10. Granted, they were still learning. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say we've doubled their lead acquisition just through canvassing with this ad campaign by 100%. So we'll go through the other campaigns. So we have St. Louis County roofing budget, St. Charles County siding, St. Charles County roofing, Illinois siding and roofing, and St. Louis County siding. So we only really do need to go inside of one of these because they're all very similar, but they're based in a different location. Obviously, you can tell that by the name. So we'll go through St. Louis County roofing, and I will show you what's inside of there. So here's the ad group, just roofing, keeps things a little bit more organized. And inside of here, so these are the only keywords we have, and there's a reason for that. We used to have probably 100, and we refined these to being our most productive keywords. Not productive, but they make the most money, they cost the least, and they get the most amount of traffic and the most amount of leads filling out the form. What we do in here, because there's obviously competitors, I'll go ahead and show you. So here's all of Zykan's competitors. We're gonna go back into campaigns, we're gonna go back inside of here, go back inside of roofing. So these are all subject to change, and there's a reason why they changed. Because say John Beal, which is one of Zykan's competitors, starts targeting roofer, because all of these, since they're location based, they can be pretty vague, right? A lot of people just search roofer, they're lazy, they go on Google roofer, and they know Google will do all the hard work for them, which it does, and then they'll get fed all of the roofers around them. So say John Beal is targeting roofer. What I'm going to do is allocate most of these other ad sets budget into roofer. Reason being is because John Beal probably won't have the budget to compete, right? So if we're pumping all $70 a day just into one keyword, we're going to get every single lead that goes to roofer, right? So John Beal is going to be targeting roofer, we're targeting roofer, we're getting all the leads, John Beal isn't. So what they're going to do is start targeting another one. Say they start targeting roofing repair, we'll start targeting roofing repair. So we're just constantaneously beating out the competition because roofing leads are expensive. So we want to make sure that we're getting the least expensive leads, and we're not competing with someone else the entire time. So say I was bidding with Zykan $30 a day just for this singular keyword roofer, and John Beal is also bidding $30 a day for roofer. We're going to split those leads in half, and it's a competition at that point to where the cost per lead could go up to, heck, you may only get one lead off of the entire day's budget because you're competing. If you do all of the budget there, at that point, that's not the case. You're getting all of it. The other company gets frustrated, so they start targeting other keywords because they don't think that that keyword is working. It is. We're just out competing. So in combination with this, we'll go ahead and look at our different ad copies. So here are our assets. We have quite a few assets. We have tons of images, site links, callouts, calls, structured snippets, and we have videos. For whatever reason, it's not showing the videos in here. The videos are very nice because they show up on YouTube. So if someone's searching for something on YouTube about roofing repairs, what have you, this video is going to show up for them. The video has their number in it. We actually made the video for them at Magnet, so that's a video that we produced. So the reason this is a good thing to do and constantly change things up, Google Ads need edited almost daily. At minimum once a week, but if you want to stay on top of this and make the most money, you need to do it daily. So Zykan now, if you're in St. Louis or St. Charles or Western Illinois, so Southwestern Illinois, it's very close to where we're at. They're now #1 on Google search page for St. Louis roofing, St. Louis exteriors, St. Louis siding, roofing near me, St. Charles Roofing, St. Charles Roofing Company, St. Louis Roofing, and best roofing companies in St. Louis. Those are really hot keywords. And the cool thing about this is once these things in the Google account are active, not only are you getting money from the ads, but you're going to rank better in SEO for those specific keywords that you're targeting, which, like I said, they're very hot keywords. So we'll go back to them. Roofer, roofer, roofing repairs, St. Louis roofing, siding contractors. These are extremely hot keywords. So when people start looking these up, you just rank higher naturally, which means you're going to start actually getting natural traffic pushed towards you, which means you're not paying for that. So say you look up St. Louis roofing, Zykan comes up and it's not an ad and they click on that, that is completely free. So we've gotten the average lead cost on Google down to $44 per lead. And prior to me coming in, they had some guy running Google ads who just sort of did it in like part-time. It was about $150 per lead. Not only that, they've completely eliminated buying leads. And I know if you're a roofing company and you're watching this video, you know all about buying leads. The problem with that is, say you're buying leads for $150 a pop or $200 a pop. I believe Zykan was doing it at $250 a pop. That lead is not just getting sold to Zykan, it's getting sold to all of your competitors too. So you're buying a lead that your competitors also have, and everybody's fighting for that same lead. And then you're in a price battle for who has the best price, who's going to work with the insurance company better, this, that, and the other. It is a huge pain in the butt, and you're just not guaranteed. If I'm paying $250 for a lead, I better be actually locking that down. So now that we have it down to $44 per lead and we're not using the buying lead strategies like directly from a company, things have went a lot better for them. Everything's a lot cheaper, profit's a lot higher, they're not paying so much for leads, and then they have leads out the butt to where they're starting to hire on more people, office administrators, to take on these leads. So Zykan, we completely redid their website, so check this out. It's all in accordance with Google's best SEO practices, right? So they get 600 to 900 natural visitors every month within the St. Louis area. These are people that come in and they don't pay for these leads. This is just like as if you were to search anything on Google and it's not an ad and you click on it, that's how they're getting a lot of leads as well. And that's all from the Google practices. I don't care what anybody tells you. SEO is awesome. You can do everything. You can do all the meta tags. You can tag all the descriptions, all the photos up here. It's good to do that. Don't get me wrong, right? So now that we know the keywords that perform best for Zykan, STL roofing, STL exteriors, STL siding, we put those tags in every single photo. You don't really want to do that until after. You can, just so you don't have nothing there. But the biggest thing, other than getting those meta tags, you can do it like I said. You can do all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, if you're not pushing traffic to your website, it doesn't matter, right? So you're not going to ever rank on Google naturally. You'll never get free leads. I would almost guarantee if we stopped advertising completely for Zykan, they would probably still at least make around 500 grand off of booking jobs that they aren't paying for. So it does get to a certain point to where if you want to scale this company up and then sit back and relax for a little bit, you can totally do that. I don't recommend it, but you can. It's an option. So additionally, on the website, I like to, if I'm doing Google advertising, I would like to be building out the websites for people as well, right? So the reason being is because you have a lot of assets and tags that you have to put in from Google on the website, right? So this is tagged, this form submit is tagged. Every single button that is a call to action is tagged. Both of these phone numbers are tagged on every single page. And a lot of times when I've gone to clients who have a website built out by someone else, the tags are completely messed up, so it's not measuring anything. So say someone comes to your ad, right? They come to Zykan's ad, say I didn't do their website. They come to Zykan's ad, they click on this through the ad, and Google doesn't track it. They don't know what kind of person is going to come by anymore whatsoever. They didn't even know that you got a sale. So they're not gonna know what to refine in on, because there's a lot of work you can do on Google Ads yourself, but you sort of need to set Google up. It works off of an algorithm with a little bit of AI involved in it. You have to guide it in the right direction. So if there's no tags set up in here, they don't know that someone went and called, which would be considered a lead. They don't know, so they aren't going to target more people that are like that. Brief pause, because I forgot to say this when I was recording the original video. I will still work with someone who has a website that they have already built out. It's just going to take a little bit longer to set up. Reason being is because most business owners don't build out the websites themselves. They contract it out to someone else. So it's a back and forth game of making sure that the tags are correctly in there and then making sure that the tags are also correctly firing. So just wanted to add that in there real quick. Back to the video. But this is pretty much a brief overview of everything Zykan exteriors wise goes. So since Google wasn't showing it, I'll go ahead and put this video here at the end. This is the commercial that we had shot for Zykan exteriors. It is 2023, so if you have a video as one of your adverts, it's a really good idea to go with someone who knows what they're doing, because people have very short attention spans. So if you want to watch this video, just stay and watch it. If not, you can stop the video here because there's nothing afterwards.
Zykan Exteriors, STL, the team you can trust. Book a free quote today with one of our top industry adjusters when no one else can. Zykan. ZykanExteriors.com. GAF Master Elite Contractor. Zykan Exteriors, STL, the team you can trust. Book a free quote today with one of our top industry adjusters when no one else can. Zykan. ZykanExteriors.com.